Okay.
Just think you're up. Also.
Okay, perfect. Um, okay, it's started. So, can you tell me a little bit about this email uh, that you guys receive? What do you think in the moment that you read that email?
Well, when I received that email, I thought it was kind of a incorrect email because it was asking for a large number of beds that you can house, um, you know, youth, children, and so I thought maybe this was sent to us incorrectly and should have been sent to different facilities for foster kids, since it was asking, do you have 0 to 10 beds, 10 to 20 beds, or 26 plus,
That
but
is totally not normal.
I know. Yeah.
So how does that work? You can you can have how many kids in the house or
So usually the laws are there's like a limit per room based on the laws of the state, and some agencies, also have their own suggestions on how many on the their own set of guidelines of how many children that you can have per room, just so that you're not cramming a bunch of kids in one room.
yeah. So if you can tell me, maybe you don't want to say their name, but how do you know that this email it's about these kids on the border on the crisis?
Yeah. So I had a friend that we talked together and we realized we're both foster families, and she was the one, her and I were talking, and I was thinking that we both got the same email, we both got the same phone call, and I started thinking, wait, there's a border crisis, so I wonder if this email is in regards to all of the amount of unaccompanied children and minors under the age of 18. So I sent an email to our agency asking them, is that what this is for? Is this a fake thing, or is this real? And they confirmed that it was actually real, and it had to do specifically for the border crisis.
Okay. Do you know if this email has been sent to many people?
Yeah, actually, I think from what I've heard, from other friends and other people, that it actually went out to, all of the states and people that are a part of the foster program.
Okay, it says on the email that if you have available bed capacity 11 through 25 plus 26. What do you think about this? How in case that you have it, how are they going to live there?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know how foster resource families could be able to do that, especially if there's, a limit on certain rooms based on the laws of the land. So, I mean, are they wanting to cram a bunch of people in one room, So,
So if you can answer too.
Oh, well, I mean, just it's common sense. I mean, you get 10 kids that are going to need a lot of needs, emotional, physical. I mean, there's just a ton of uh, care that has to go in for just one or two children, and then to get kind of an email saying, "Oh, can you do 10? Can you do 20?" It just seems a little crazy. So you start to wonder. It's like, what's really going on here? So kind of your heart kind of breaks a little bit that there's children just flowing in, and they're just using them for distractions, or they're using them to. It's just it's kind of overwhelming, and it's mind-boggling because I don't know of any family that could just on a dime take 20 kids or 20 young adults just like that. It's so it just seems a little crazy.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna stop this recording because I'm gonna start a new one. I don't want it to cut because sometimes happens. Just wait a second. Uh, and if you can tell me a little bit of your story, like do you adopt kids and um,
Do we talk now?
That's it. One second. And are you still there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this is taking so long. Less than a minute. It says. Okay. Well, we can talk a little bit about it. Do you usually adopt kids? How long have you been doing this?
Well, we went through the training last year. We made a decision to join an agency and be foster parents and take the courses and get licensed to do foster to adopt. So our goal is to eventually adopt some children, but being a part of the foster care system and helping, there's a huge need in the foster care within our own country for American children, so that's why we joined.
Yeah, and we're just waiting for a placement. But again, if you have 30,000 kids in California, on LA
LA
County
County.
alone, and then you start adding another 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 kids on top of that, it just like I said, it's someone's going to, it's like the children here are getting hurt, you know.
Yeah. It was just in LA County.
Yeah, that 30,000 is, I believe, in LA County.
Okay, wait a second. Something is wrong. Uh, in Where do you live? In Orange?
In Orange County, yeah.
Yes.
And what about your friends? Why did they didn't want to talk?
I think they had signed a contract with the other news agency, so they were unable to communicate with another organization.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're freelance. We can talk to anybody.
Okay. So can you tell me? I'm recording right now. Can you tell me a little bit of your story? You adopt kids. Like how long have you been doing this?
So we decided, I always kind of had a heart to adopt eventually once we got married, and we decided last year that we would just join an agency and take the courses to start that journey and be a part of the foster care system and have a goal with adoption.
Yes.
How many kids have you
Well,
been
we're waiting for
adopting?
our placement right now, which is why this was seems so crazy. We were waiting for our placement, and when she got the email saying, "Hey, can you house 20, whatever, 10, 20 people?" We're like, "Well, what, is that the placement?" At first, I was like, "What's going on?" That's why she called the agency.
Okay, perfect. So is there something more that you want to add?
Sure. I mean, um, it's really a serious issue because it actually, you know, um, it allows the drug cartels to do more horrible things to people that are crossing the border and to bring in more drugs. And I mean, it's a huge issue that really needs to be addressed. And obviously, we didn't have this under Trump, so you know.
None of that. I mean, again, it's just it's a matter of what the ICE, can handle, because if all of a sudden there's an influx in one area, they're going to go over to that area that allows for, certain other parts of the border to open up, where that's where the drugs are coming in, and all the bad people. And so it's almost like a game that they're playing, and it's sad because, they're asking, us to take part in it. It's just like, yeah, we love kids, but we don't want to be part of human trafficking. We don't want to be part of drugs. We don't want to be part of all that.
What did your friends tell you about it? They also received this email. So what do they think about it?
Oh, they're outraged, because the foster care system is already burdened, and it's not many people sign up to be foster parents to take in the children that go through trauma or are removed from their parents because their parents are in jail. So there's still a huge need in the foster care industry. And then now you've got this crisis on the border, and a lot of these children are coming in without parents, unaccompanied, and I don't understand how those kids can survive with all that trauma, and so now it's a burden upon, more foster parents, if that's where they're going to house these children. I guess I don't know if this is something they do on a regular basis, or is this something new that they're doing this year. So it's a big issue. I mean, I think they should finish the border wall and finish all the construction and continue to do things in an organized fashion legally, so that way no one gets hurt in the process. Because having some of the stories that are coming out, with the press conference this afternoon, and the stories that they talk about, some of the dead bodies, and it's sad. It's very sad, and it's scary. I know that they abuse some of the young kids that are unaccompanied, and the females. So I mean, it's just horrifying.
What are usually the problems that those kids that you adopt or are foster parents? What kind of problems do that kids have?
Well, I mean, being separated from your
They are abandoned by their parents, or
yeah, every story is different. They say every situation is different. A
but
child.
never from the border, right?
I'm sorry.
But never the kids never.
We haven't. I mean, I haven't heard anything about children from the border.
It's the first time that you hear about it.
Yeah.
Because usually they are like they are their parents left them, or what kind of situation do they live to be with the foster parents in your case?
Yeah, I mean, within our counties, it varies. Someone could commit a crime, and then the police come in and take the children away, or a child could be born and tested with drugs, and they take the children away, or someone could a neighbor or a teacher can report the neglect of that child, whether they see bruises, or they're not eating well, or maybe they find a child that was in a hot room and wasn't being taken care of for many hours at a time, and they for the safety of the child will take the child away and put them in a foster home.
In the email you receive, it says that they are going to make a list with the people who want to adopt those kids. Do you know anybody who will do that, or no?
I don't know a lot of people that are fostering at the moment, so I'm not sure what people are thinking of.
Okay, perfect. I think I have it, but if you want to add something more.
No, we're good.
So you are in Orange, right? It's now LA County.
Correct.
We're in Orange County, and in the city of Irvine.
But for what I understand is that it's just in LA County, or
The foster program is all over.
Yeah, that's all the counties.
It's anywhere that a child is not well taken care of. It's or abandoned, or the parents commit a crime. The police will remove the child for their safety.
So I have a feeling that this email probably went out to every county in the state of California, if not every state in the United States. So who knows? But Orange County, I'm sure LA County, San Diego County, Riverside County, they all got the emails probably.
So please, if you know someone who's going to be on that list, if you can let me know, I will appreciate that.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna run this story on Monday, but I let you know and I send you the links.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.